to some heroes tremendously well. Like Puck counters heroes like Storm Spirit, Queen of Pain, Ember Spirit, any like massive high mobility hero, but I don't feel like the Radiant had much mobility. They just ran in and just mashed you. So yeah, I don't feel like I like Puck a lot, and I've seen your Puck. I think was a great example of this because you played a game as Puck quite a while ago. I remember where you were against I think a Storm Spirit, and you had a pretty bad at start. And the Storm Spirit was just going off, popping off, and it didn't matter in the end because you were such a good counter to Storm Spirit on Puck that it was enough for your team to turn it around in the late game. You know, you got the Ags eventually, you can stop him zipping away. You just neutralize that hero. Anti-Mage as well. There was a game where you did that. Same thing. Ags, Puck,
there's a
stops
lot of
Anti-Mage.
heroes. There's so many heroes that Puck can really jump on. So it's kind of a niche pick in that sense, but it's also just a really solid pick. So
it is.
I think it wasn't a mistake, but I think they could have maybe had something that dealt with
something a bit more impactful.
Dealt with Luna a bit better.
Something to assassinate the Nature's Prophet as well. So starting with the same bans, Grimstroke was banned last time by Veteran, and we also saw what was the other ban? Snapfire. Snapfire was picked straight away. What was the other ban? The phase 1 ban. I literally cannot remember. But anyway, Snapfire's now been banned. I'm expecting another Grimstroke ban into a Earth Spirit's still up.
10 seconds remaining.
Up for grabs. Could pick another Earth Spirit.
5 seconds remaining. Radiant team pick.
Lion ban this time. What does that mean? I mean, you're trying to pick Naga Siren.
Dire team pick.
Yeah, Grim first picked. Wow, really valued hero in this in-house.
Yeah, it is. Which happens a lot.
It's been played in the last few in-houses as well. I don't remember. Oh, I didn't see what happened in the Wednesday games, but Monday games it picked. Has everyone been uploading the games? Just want to check the match history just to make sure it has. Yeah, seems good. Seems like we have every day accounted for. Is good. Lots, you know, there was a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 win streak for Dire a while ago. That's a big Dire win streak. Especially as Dire's always seen as the worst.
Yeah.
The worst.
Well, I just prefer having second pick, to be honest. I always take second pick. And then
yeah, fair enough.
I don't think the difference between Radiant and Dire in an in-house game really makes much difference.
Yeah, I think people just think, well, Radiant has a much higher win rate, so they're just going to pick Radiant, and then they don't even bother thinking about the fact that they do still need to draft a team, which is also important. And Dire definitely can win.
Kunkka.
Yeah, first pick Kunkka is what that tells me is that someone is comfortable playing Kunkka not in mid.
Yeah,
as well.
100%.
Like off-lane Kunkka, support Kunkka.
Yeah, I think it is a very
Radiant team pick.
Well, Ollie and I casted a game together with off-lane Kunkka in it. We cast the Clarity League game. They had a Kunkka who went for the Ag Shard. It is an incredible Ag Shard. Everyone thinks, you know, Ollie, even as a Kunkka spammer, we immediately wrote it off as it's a bit rubbish, right? Tidal Wave, it pushes people away. That's not very useful. It's actually incredible. 250 damage. It's got a massive cast range, very low cooldown. It can cause so much disruption if used properly.
I think they did have to buff it a lot, though, didn't they?
They might have done. I haven't kept up with the minor buffs to it, but it's an incredible shard. For 1400 gold, you get a great ability.
Yeah.
So I would like to see people taking it.
Right, well, that's a combo.
Yeah, double... well, you group everyone up, you drop the Golem on top of them, double Shadow Word, you've got the double Fatal Bonds, which is one of the main things, applying so much damage. You've got to watch out for those two heroes. I think it's almost a better version of the Lich one. The Lich Grimstroke, because you kill everyone basically with that, absolutely everyone.
Radiant team ban.
Also, Fatal Bonds has no projectile, which is why I think it's such a good ability. Like you just click on them and it's done. There's nothing to dodge, nothing to evade. You can dispel it, of course, but it's still pretty tough. And they've actually removed Oracle for that reason. I think dispelling the Shadow Word.
Definitely, because you can save 2
seconds
people.
remaining.
You can W1 and ult the other.
5
Yeah,
seconds remaining.
you've got quite a few choices with Oracle for saving people.
Oh
So
no, you can save 3 people actually. Because you can dispel
no,
one.
you can save everyone because Dispel's AoE. Just get everyone to group up. And you
Yeah.
can throw it all
And then
on.
you get Omni slashed again and team
Yeah,
wipe.
true. Or any kind of AoE. Yeah, that's true. Procene has been picking Abaddon Pos 5 to counter Warlock. Well, Dispels are strong, and
yeah.
Abaddon has quite a cheap Dispel. Low cooldown, Aphotic Shield. Other heroes with Dispels, you've got Omni Knight, but Heavenly Grace, I guess, is not treated as such a good Dispel. It still works. Works the same. Oracle's got a safe Dispel. What other heroes have Dispels built into their kit? Not a lot.
Legion.
Legion,
Slark.
yes, Legion. Slark on himself, yeah, that's true. Lifestealer can BKB, Rage, that dispels some
Yeah.
stuff, but that's only on yourself.
Well, yeah, just anyone who buys a BKB.
I miss Electrician from Heroes of New Earth. He was cool. He had a dispel on his ultimate.
Nice.
That was cool. It was like, you know, Diffusal Blade, the old Diffusal Blade, which
Yeah.
slowed enemies, and you could use it on yourself to dispel.
5
Yeah.
seconds
That was
remaining.
cool, but then that got changed.
I actually liked that a lot. It was fun.
Yeah, with charges as well, and you got to upgrade it to rank 2 Diffusal Blade.
Yeah,
There's a lot
I
of,
did-
yeah.
The charges always felt so weird.
It
It's like,
did, but like Ricky's using Diffuser Blade to dispel dust off themselves and stuff, and then they didn't like that. So,
yeah.
Diffuser Blade's a very different item to what it used to be. Going for Willow. Okay, Willow and Jakiro, so you've got quite good AoE, quite good team fight magic damage. A lot of team fight, actually. Both teams. Kunkka, he provides a lot of disruption AoE magic damage. The boat, torrent, then you've got Jakiro stun, Macropire,
10
you've got
seconds
Terrorize, and Bedlam, the Bramble Maze. It's going to be chaotic without BKB. Both teams need a BKB ASAP. Now you've got Faceless Void. Does Void work well with Warlock and Grimstroke? I suppose you've got the Ink Swell
Yeah.
on the Void while he runs in. That's big
Lovely.
damage. You've got Warlock Fatal Bonds you can drop on people inside the Chrono. Follow up the Chrono with a Golem. Get a full
That's fine.
upheaval
remaining.
top of
Yeah.
everyone.
5 seconds remaining.
So, what do you do against Void? Yes, you've got Terrorize to try and terrorize Void out. Void will need a BKB pretty quickly this game. Maybe even
Yeah,
second item.
definitely. 100%. He has to rush that.
But what will he get?
Because-
What do you pick against Void though? Now, Wraith King?
I would like Puck, to be honest.
That stops him time walking, does it?
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, good lockdown for the Void.
Because
But then-
Puck's also good against Grim and Warlock.
If
Maybe
you get
not
Chrono,
Grim as
though,
much.
you get Chrono.
Yeah, but dodging Chrono is quite easy as Puck.
Yeah, if you see him time walk or even blink in,
Yeah,
you can
he
easily.
has to come from like non-vision to be able to.
Yeah, but even if he comes from non-vision, if he goes into your vision with a time walk, you've got quite a lot of time because there's a lot of backswing on time walk, and then the Chrono
Yeah.
takes time. Tide, okay, Tide makes sense because he purges off stuff from Warlock, like Fatal Bonds goes, so does Shadow Word, so does Grimstrokes, slows and stuns and stuff like
Yeah.
that. It's also quite tanky. There's Invoker. Now, why was that allowed to
Yeah.
be picked? You've got Decate's level 30 Invoker and Faceless
Wow.
Void on the same team. I think that's definitely a mistake by allowing that through.
It's hard to see it coming when you don't ban. Like they didn't see the Faceless Void before all their bans.
Yeah, then they saw Void, but then they didn't pick Invoker back because they couldn't play it, I guess. And now they've. The problem is, even if they don't just do the Midas Ags Rush Invoker, which I think actually is a bit of a bait, it doesn't matter. This is a level 30 Invoker player as well. He knows what he's doing on the hero. It's going to be a pain to deal with. So we'll see what happens. But, you know, even the triple Meteor, throwing that into a Chrono is massive.
Yeah.
Just melts an entire team. The triple Meteor is a lot better than I gave it credit for. It creates so much like chaos on the map. It's very hard to get out of it.
Radiant team ban.
Wraith King banned makes sense because if you die once in Chrono, then you just come back to life on Wraith King. So I think Wraith King does actually struggle 1v1ing a Void anyway, a late game Void.
Dire team ban.
I'm concerned that Dire is going to be entirely reliant on Tide Blink to initiate a fight. A little bit. I mean, they can catch someone out with Kunkka, and then they can line up all their stuff on it. So that's definitely got some potential. They do need a core who can go
Let's
head
have
to
a
head with the
mid laner
Void.
to pick
10
left.
seconds remaining.
Well, unless they put Kunkka mid, I guess, and they need a carry.
5
Could be
seconds
Kunkka mid.
remaining.
Yeah,
Radiant
pos
Yeah, it probably is,
4
actually.
Willow, pos 5 Jakiro. I think Kunkka's pretty good against Invoker mid, generally. I think Invoker could play Quaswex though. That's annoying for Kunkka. So we'll see.
Maybe CK is good for Dire.
10 seconds
Alright.
remaining.
It's okay.
It's a lot of burst damage, good lockdown.
I don't know what's
5
really good
seconds
against
remaining.
Void as a
Probably-
core, where you think this core counters Void, and I think Terrorblade with the BKB is maybe one option. They banned Spectre as well. Okay, I guess Spectre's pretty good against Void. He's very tanky. Chaos Knight can get quite durable too. A lot of burst if they go in with the Ravage and they just quickly pull someone in with Chaos Knight and one-shot them. That would be good.
Maybe a PL or Slark, someone.
Slark
That
could be
doesn't
good.
really-
Dispelling the Fatal Bonds, dispelling the Shadow Word,
Dire
dispelling
pick.
Invoker's
fun.
Cold Snap and things. Okay, gone for
Good against
Axe.
Axe in lane.
Axe is quite nice against Willow because if you taunt Willow when she's in Shadow Realm, she has to come out of Shadow
Yeah.
Realm. So you can immediately bring her out of that. So that's really nice.
Good setup for Sunstrikes early as well.
As well, yeah, more Sunstrike setup.
Ten
Yeah,
And you get
straight.
that blink. Yeah, I think Slark's their best pick, but
A Abaddon carry, Brex keeps
Yeah.
saying, and I'm thinking it's actually not the worst thing in the world, but I still don't think you're going to out carry in a Faceless Void, no matter how farmed you are on a Abaddon. That's the problem. Like, a 6-slotted Void is still going to do more havoc to your team. Right, that's an interesting one. Because Weaver into Axe and Faceless Void? If you get Chronoed, you're ruined. If you get Axe Taunted, you're ruined. Okay.
yeah, it's a brave pick.
I mean, Kunkka mid, fine. Every lane makes sense. I just think that Weaver, that's a risky pick. Okay, we're going to see. Maybe it'll work out. It's not Veterans on support today. So that's going to be Ollie Weaver. Just don't get Chrono. The problem with Weaver is
10 seconds remaining.
we know that Chronosphere reveals Invis, right? Very nice part of the ability. And Weaver is not actually that... it's got no instant mobility, just goes quite quick, haste move speed. But if he jumps into your face, then, just lob Chrono right on you. Then what you're going to do, you can't escape that. Time walk it if you happen to already have been moving a fair bit. I'm worried for Weaver, let's just say that. Very
Yeah,
concerned.
that's slightly worrying.
I just feel like of all the cores you could have picked, this is not the one to finish with. But maybe we're wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I don't know what I'm talking about. Weaver's going to carry this. I'll put my faith in it. Well, there's a level 30 Invoker. Pretty good win rate as well.
Not bad, not bad.
Very good win rate for a hero like Invoker.
Yeah.
I've got a bit of a leak in there. Probably needs to fix that. 10,000. Who bet 10,000 Janna points? Is that one person?
I put
2 people.
3k on.
Prepare for battle.
3k.
Something like that. I have 40k, so
You're 40k Janna points.
yeah.
You've been winning quite a lot as well.
40k
40k is a lot. It's enough for a free sub. For yourself.
It is.
2 gift subs. MVP. No, not MVP.
I'm waiting
VIP.
for that VIP.
VIP.
Yeah.
I don't think no one has
Hold it
claimed
there.
that, so
I'll get it.
No.
there you go. And you can have that
Just-
permanent little crystal. When I make it huge and I've got like 10,000 viewers, you can flex in them with your VIP. Rex putting 69.69. Okay, Rex putting in nearly 7,000 channel points. No faith in Dire. Well, there's 13,000 on Rated. Someone's got to put something in on Dire. If I could bet, I would put something in on Dire, like 10 points. No, not 10. Put in at least a
30
K, guys. Come
seconds
on.
to battle.
I can't bet any
Yeah.
because obviously I have infinite channel points.
No respect for people who put in 10.
We would have,
Shocking
yeah,
behaviour.
no, don't. I want to see at least like the hundreds. We have to vote against Void, Invoker, Axe. I agree. Like that is not a team I would want to play against. But interestingly enough, I actually have lost more games playing Invoker Void than I have with it. Because you could put too much in on the combo and actually end up losing all the fights thanks to reset net.
Yeah.
Wild casting.
No problem.
There's a lot of damage going on here. I think Jakiro got a 5-man dual breath off that. But rank 1 dual breath only does 100 damage. I think this ability is a massive bait. I just want to point
It's
out.
a lot of mana.
Like, yeah,
it is a lot of mana.
140 mana for 100 damage.
Thanks a lot.
It's not a lot of damage. 100 damage is actually pretty rubbish. Like, rank 1 Zeus Lightning Bolt hits harder. What is Ollie just baiting them? Just being a little annoying bug. But Jakiro's first ability, Dual Breath, does 100 more damage every time you level it up. So 200 damage at level 2, that's pretty good. 300 damage at level 3. You know, now it starts to be good.
Yeah.
But I think it just starts off a little bit lackluster. You do not want to trade with a Warlock. This guy just heals and then right clicks.
They're going on the Jakiro as well. It's taking a lot.
He does tango his way out, and he is actually going to be okay.
It's out of use, but I mean, Axe missed the whole wave.
I'm not
So
a
I
fan
think
of
it's
rank
my
1 Inkswell, actually, because I just feel like you get so much more damage off Stroke of Fate, and Inkswell's stun is really short. Wow, actually the kill happened in the bot lane. I just said don't trade with a Warlock, but it looks like I was wrong. Toyd actually already been killed. He had a fluffy hat. 845 health at level 1. That's more than anyone else in the game. Yet the Willow still managed to take him down. I don't know how it happened, but respect to that. Dire getting a kill. Yes, everyone's very happy for the Dire. Got their 1 kill so far. Wow, Invoker taking massive damage every time Kunkka hits a Tidebringer. Very early Forge Spirit, immediate Forge Spirit in fact.
Dire's innocent courier has been butchered.
Yeah, I think Kunkka's very good against Invoker early on.
Yeah, he is. He is.
Maybe he should have got a second point of Quas instead of
Yeah.
the extra point in Exort.
And they nerfed
Shaking my head.
the amount of regen you get from Quest now, so Invoker's definitely a little bit worse off than he used to be.
Yeah.
Which I like that. I think Invoker should actually have to buy some regen or level up Quest, not just have like
100%.
2 points of it and have,
so stupid.
have 2 points of Quest and have 800 regen for the entire game. Makes no sense. The nice thing about having Weaver is such a strong lane hero. Look at the damage Bobo is doing by himself. Absolute lane carry. But yeah, you do not want to lane against the Weaver, do you? I guess that's maybe one thing we're thinking about. Weaver lanes so well against Axe.
Yeah.
Taking a lot of damage. He might actually die. They've got no call. Is Ollie going to die?
Oh.
No, he's going to be fine. And Veteran will get the kill. The Liquid Fire into Dual Breath combo. Just doing enough damage that Ollie survives on about 1 HP. The brush, oh, it just dodges it with the Sakuchi. But Ollie will be okay.
There is a Sunstrike.
Yes, there is. Has he used
Wonder
it?
if he'll bother throwing
Not
it out.
committed
I don't
it.
think he has.
Yeah, not committed Sunstrike yet.
It won't do enough damage now. I don't think.
I have a feeling he's going to play the 4-0-4 Invoker build, get the double Forge Spirit up ASAP. Helps with farming, helps with early game. If Kate doesn't commit Sunstrike, it won't kill them. Oh, I'm more of a throw it out just in case, you know?
You miss every Sunstrike you don't take.
Exactly, and like if you've got, he has actually invoked it now. He's thinking about it.
It's a hell of a lot of mana. It does kind of ruin your
Well,
lane
everything's a
sometimes.
hell of a lot of mana on Invoker in the early game, but he does have an int gain of 4.6. So he starts off with very low int gain, actually, a very low starting int Invoker, but then he picks it up pretty quick. Top lane, a bit of a fight going on. I think Veteran is going to go down this time. First kill for the Radiant. Now we're punching Ollie, but I think Ollie's going to find a kill on Wobber. Wobber had 2 Fairy Fires, but didn't commit any of them.
Oh, I think he
And
was
loses his
dead
courier.
anyway.
Maybe. Could have bought a little bit more time.
Ollie's already level 4.
No,
which
it's
is scary.
Exort Orbs that give int.
Middle tower is
You get 2 int per Exort. So you can get 6.6 int per level. Which is a lot. Rollins is having no trouble in mid at all. 23 last hits to 15 on Invoker. When I saw the Kunkka matchup, I thought, yeah, Kunkka's going to have a good time here. You just smash the Tidebringer Cleave directly into Invoker's face. Look how much damage he takes.
But as soon as Invoker's like level 7, I think it's kind of lane over now.
Well, maybe.
He
But
can
Invoker's
then
going to have
farm a
also
bit
the free
better.
farm that he wants first, too. You can
Yeah,
tell the
Kunkka-
Void is really
Kunkka
struggling
very
as
nice
well,
farm.
though. I mean, we're relying very heavily on a combo, but if the Dire's advantage is too high, the combo's not going to be enough. I actually think the Radiant's damage is quite low on their team.
It is a little bit.
Like, I think if you look at it, if they don't get all their ultimates off perfectly, I think their damage without ultimates is pretty pathetic. But actually,
Yeah,
I think that I can win this.
I didn't like the axe pick at the end, to be honest.
No.
I think there was a lot of better options they could have gone with.
More damage would have been nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, to put into the chrono, or just to have the pickoffs. I mean, axe does hit hard
Like
if
a
he uses his
timber or
spells
something.
properly. Yeah. I would have liked the timber. It's good against the
Thanking.
Kunkka, good against the Tidehunter.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you can throw the chakrams and stuff into the chrono, just do
Into the
loads of
chrono.
damage.
You do so much damage onto Chrome.
Yeah. Oh, going in on Ollie. Got the call. Here comes the Sunstrike, and there's going to be the kill. Committed Sunstrike. To finally making the most of the combo. Veteran realizes I'm going to die anyway. No, it turns around. Dual Breath. Does get the Dual Breath from Wobber. It's only 200 magic damage, so it's not going to kill Wobber. Doing a decent amount of damage to him, though. Veteran will get out. The supports are too passive. Grimstroke can do a lot of damage. Warlock, no. Warlock does not do much damage. I guess he can do with his ultimate as well, but like if there's a team fight, you can't be like high damage like some supports do, like Lena, Willow, whatever. GG, he's being Inkswell just to give him some move speed. Ollie going in very hard. I think actually maybe had the damage to kill Woman, maybe not. Close.
Oh, that's right.
Tide is a great pick against Void as well. You just anchor smash him in the face. He can't do any damage to you in return.
True, but you cannot crack and shell a Chronosphere.
That's true. It'd be funny if the Chrono just completely cracked and dissolved when the
Yeah.
Tide Hunters crack him, or you could just walk through it at that point. Same with like Black Hole, pretty good. Ooh, walked into the Bramble Maze. Yes, I thought the same, Rex. Can't crack into Grimstroke Silence.
Yeah.
Look at the farm he's having, though. This is Mars playing the Tide. We know how good Mars is at farming, getting last hits, but 38 last hits and 16 denies. That's a lot of denies, and for a hero who doesn't have a stupid amount of base damage.
I mean, somewhat it's just Papagering these last hits right now.
21 last hits to 30.
Oh my
19 denies is a lot of denies. Top lane looks like though we are going to find another kill on Veteran. But I think Ollie's going to get a kill on Juju in return, so I think that's worth it.
Yeah, this
Kill for
weave
plus
is level 6 already.
Yeah, so Ollie is doing okay on the Weaver. Radiant, they're actually falling a little bit behind. Significantly behind, in fact.
3k gold at 8 minutes is a lot.
Yeah, it is a lot. It's really. Let's just have a look at the net worth. The Dire cores are so comfortably ahead. 2,300 on Invoker, whereas you've got nearly 4,000 on Kunkka. I mean, Kunkka's having a great time. He's going Armlet Kunkka, which I'm a big fan of. I've always liked Armlet on Kunkka. I know Ollie went through a phase of Armlet Kunkka, then he went. Now he goes straight Daedalus. We're going on Ollie again, top lane. Oh, he does have access to time lapse. Doesn't matter, they have the burst. Who needs Sunstrike? Sunstrike's just for style. Actually, Grimstroke and Axe have the power between them. They didn't even need to commit anything else. Rollnate has turned up a huge Tidebringer to the phase. Gets a kill, starts to back off. Drops the full boat on top. The boat is actually... Where did the boat go?
Invisible.
Nice, I like invisible boats. I mean, it is Ghost Ship, so fair enough.
Yeah, fair.
GG, no. He's going to be fine. Torrent was a bit too obvious there. I would have fake cast it somewhere else, but, you know, Juju's paying attention, so
Yeah.
he's going to be
All we got
absolutely fine.
gamers.
Yeah, exactly. Last hit, so 67 on the Kunkka. And now he has a kill to his name too. 25 denies on Miles. That's a stupid amount of denies. It's more denies than Void has last hits. That should not happen. Dark Flow's in a little bit of trouble. No Shadow Realm. I think it's going to go down. Does get the Curse Crown stun off. Rank 1 Curse Crown stun, still 1.75 seconds. Miles using Gush. Miles pretty low though. But for some reason he's still happy to right click. Probably should go back. And he is.
So they've... Weaver's now mid.
Weave is mid, okay. Because Kunkka's top trying to get kills. Didn't quite find Juju.
Almost got him.
Hero looking there, looking for the Dual Breath. Dual Breath would be a kill. Oh, was that a haste rune? No, not quite. Just some speed coming out from the boat. I think now Juju's in trouble. Dual Breath on top. There's no way Juju's going to live from that Dual Breath, is there? Actually, it's quite tanky here.
It's
Nice
Vanguard,
stun
he's
from
so
Veteran.
tanky.
Nice stun. Yeah, brilliant play from Veteran there. During the kill. Yeah, good Jakiro. He can actually afford the arcane boots. Does he realise that? Yes, he does. He's going to pick up the arcane boots now.
Very nice. Just Chrono this Tide and Sunstriker. He should be very...
There you go, Chrono, Sunstrike. Well,
perfect.
Yep, free kill basically. I mean, that's a lot of you know, very long cooldown. But in the early game, you just got to get everything you can.
Yeah.
I think that's going to be a kill though. Ollie's managed to find Decate by himself. Because Decate was, you know, he used all of his mana on the Sunstrike, and then Ollie ran in with a double damage rune. That's a nice kill to get. Solo kill on the mid. That is brutal. Let's have a look at the net worth. 4,000 lead. It's only, this is the interesting thing. Only 2 kills ahead. And sometimes you think, oh, 5-7, it's fine, guys, fine. I'm farming okay. I've got, you know, some last hits, whatever. 4,000 net worth is massive. I think somewhat with 34 last hits at 10 minutes, that is not where you want to be. 27 on Axe and only 47 on Invoker. You've got 88 on the Kunkka. But Radiant decided to get some kills. Can Veteran get out? Nice slow on Juju. Juju's only got brown boots, so yes, the answer is you can get out.
So one, I think, positive they can take away is that they played team fights really well last game, the Radiant, when they were the Dire. And they have these, they've kind of got 2 combos that they can sit back on, and so these combos are kind of, no matter how far behind you are, they still work.
They do a lot of damage, but I'm still worried that the Dire are going to get too tanky and too strong. That like you get the Sunstrike combo off, you deal like 80% of their health, but you can't deal the last 20%. Then they turn around and kill you. Because they can itemize for it, right? Like, you know it's coming. You can get, you know, like Guardian Greaves for your team to heal up. You can get, so what else do you get? You can tank up yourself and you can get Aeon Discs if you want. Somewhat really needs to find some farm. He's only got treads. And Veteran actually manages to find another kill. Out comes the Sunstrike. Sunstrike is tanked. I think Juju's still going to go down. Yeah, roll into will find the kill there. So 2 kills for the Dire for 1 kill for the Radiant. 5,000 net worth lead now. Looks like we're trying to go and face this Void. We've actually got Bedlam on him. Bedlam and Shadow Realm. But he got slowed. Not quite enough to catch up with somewhat. Yeah, the net worth is... this is more of a lead we've seen in the first 12 minutes than the last game had at about half an hour.
Sure.
It's brutal. 31 denies on the Tide Hunter. He's already gone for Vlad's. Going Vlad's Rush on Tide is a very much like, I want to stand in the lane forever and bully you build. And I think it's actually the right build in this game because the Void is really struggling to trade. Chrono is up almost. Not quite enough mana for it. Why does Kunkka get 30 damage at level 10? That is a lot of damage for a hero who already hits hard.
Yeah.
Oh, Chrono. Yeah, double Chrono. We've got a Sunstrike. Fatal Bonds. Grimster Cult used as well.
It didn't tank them.
It hasn't done a lot. Out comes the double fear. We've destroyed the silence. That's it. No golem drop because we have no mana. That's Chrono and Sunstrike use and Fatal Bonds and Soulbind. This is exactly what I'm talking about. Like,
so
you don't have any other damage, do you? So that's it. They just get away. They go, yeah, see ya. I mean, Faceless Boy just has treads. That is no damage whatsoever. I think they've gone too hard in on the combo, but we'll have to see. Yeah, the Witch Doctor and Lion, they get some great level 10 damage talents.
That's not good for the Radiant.
Lion's one's the best in the game, I think. Like, it feels like the best 70 damage at 10. Or Winter Wyvern gets 50 damage as well. Winter Wyvern's one's pretty good. Because you have so much attack range on Winter Wyvern anyway.
I think Lifestealers is one of the best 30 attack speed at level 10.
Oh wow, that's pretty good. Some heroes get 12. Brewmaster gets 12 damage. Brewmaster, that hero doesn't even attack fast. Why does he get 12? It feels unfair. You're right. Low level Fatal Bonds, yeah. There's only rank 1 Fatal Bonds. Oh, we found Wobber. Nah, Wobber's going to be okay.
That means you can't hurt him right now.
Bobo was not expecting. Looks like we're going in with the boat. Bring Invoker back. Double boat. Look at the damage. Perfect Macropyre and Ice Path. And Invoker just gets burned to death. Absolutely beautiful team fighting from the Dire there. So well coordinated. We were talking about how well Radiant were able to coordinate their team fight last game. Looks like it's Dire's turn. Yeah, Radiant betters. Where are you at now? Look at the gold lead. 8,000 gold already. 7k Kunkka. Invoker's barely even hit 5k net worth at 14 minutes. So I guess that's one of the things which I've got to take into account. You're drafting so often for the late game. Oh, somewhat. He's in a bit of trouble. No mana whatsoever. Ice Path, unfortunately, that time did not connect. Never mind, we've got the X marks the spot there. He is absolutely 0 mana, full Bedlam. Ollie goes with massive hits with his, I think he's got Maelstrom. Yes, he's got Maelstrom. It's so easy to look at a draft and try to go full in with the late game 5-man team fights and not realise that actually having a hero like Weaver have a guaranteed lane win because of how strong he is in lane and just really rolling over the enemy, just as valid a strategy, and that's exactly what's happened. Their lanes were so much stronger and they just rolled over the Radiant, not giving them time to get to late game.
That is the power of the last pick though, because they did last pick this Weaver into the Axe lane. So that last pick is always kind of guaranteed to be a good lane. I think.
Pretty much. I think, but you may think, oh, but it's not a great pick for the game. I immediately thought that and was suspicious.
Yeah.
And now I've changed my mind and decided, wow, it's perfect. They guaranteed a lane win. You've got level 14 Kunkka. That also was, it was your first pick, Kunkka, and it's worked so well. We're behind, but they caught up within power and Cataclysm. Well, okay, it's one of those things, right? Catch up is always possible in Dota, but if the momentum is so high from the winning team, you might not have a chance to catch up if they don't make any silly mistakes. So it depends. Can the Radiant get some farm? I mean, the problem is Faceless Void cannot farm quickly. See how long it took him to kill the easiest easy camp in the game? It's not good. That's tier 2 going down already. And you're in no position to fight it either.
And they're not even like, they're a good 15 minutes off of getting that Cataclysm up. Maybe not 15, that's an exaggeration, but...
Well, he's not even he might not even be going straight for Ags. He went for a drums, and he's going for travels now, so he's not going like Midas Ags. Because he knows that just having Cataclysm doesn't guarantee you win every single team fight. Looks like we are going for a bit of a fight. Out comes the Golem and Sunstrike. Grimstroke ult 2. Tide is quite tanky. No, he'll finally get taken down. But I mean, that's a lot of ults dropped and all you got was a Tide. And that, you brought almost every single hero there. Every hero apart from somewhat. You know, a kill's a kill. It does give you a bit of your jungle back. Kunkka finding some illusions. Sanjin Yasha armlet Kunkka. Did he accidentally think he picked Lifestealer?
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, I mean, usually Kunkkas get a bit earlier crit, but I can see Sanjin Yasha still being a fairly desirable item.
He needs to tank through the combos.
Yeah, and he is a very tanky hero. Kunkka's strength gain is 3.8. It is a lot. Put on the toggle of the armlet as well, and you'll be on pretty much 3k HP. He's also got 16 strength talents, level 15. That's incredible talent. Look, 16 strength. This hero is so tanky. The only thing Kunkka lacks is armor, but Armlet gives 10 armor now when active, which is also quite a lot for a fairly cheap item.
Armor is very good item right now.
I think
it's passive 6 armor as well.
Yeah, I think that's what strength heroes need as well, because strength heroes like a bit of free armor. So, yeah, I like Armlet a lot. I've always been a big fan of Armlet. I just think not enough people buy the Armlet. Axe gets ink swelled, but decides, I'm not TPing into that. I'm not going into the Kunkka.
Yeah,
are you mad?
I don't blame them.
Yeah, clever play. Dire have all 3 top last hitting by quite a way. I mean, the farm from the Dire is just fantastic. Only being 6 kills ahead, but it doesn't matter. They've taken the outpost, so they're going to be more experienced staffed on the Radiant. They're going to go for this tier 2 tower. Yes, there's Chronosphere, but what's Invoker got? He's going for BKB next. He's not even building Aghanims. So, you know, he's trying to get proper items that he can use. Oh, nice. Torrent caught him right on the edge. Out comes the boat. Gets brought back in. There comes the boat. Can you get the chrono off in time? He's going to try his chance for 3-man chrono. Doesn't matter. He's going to go down.
He used the
Mask of Madness. Oh no, that is a mistake. Now you've got no void. So you don't have to worry about chrono for a little bit. Ollie, be careful. Don't need to go there. Time to push. They don't have Warlock Golem yet either. There is a good chance to hit the tower. Also, no glyph. Axe going in. Inkswell, glyph. Meteor. This is a lot of damage on the Kunkka. Meteor and Deafening Blast. Is he going to go down with the Fatal Bonds? The Armlet toggles. I'm not actually going to keep him alive, thinking about the golem, but it wasn't actually dropped. Ollie, going to go away. Out comes a massive Ravage. And then Macropire, it's just the Macropire and the Ravage were the MVPs of that fight. They completely burned everyone to death. And Ollie time walked away from the golem, so it didn't stun him. And Rollinator, he didn't have Armlet toggled when they went on him, so all he had to do was turn it on, and that was an extra 500 HP, and they kept him alive. Oh no, we're going on the Invoker. Be careful, they've still got Chrono.
Yeah, they don't really have any spells on Invoker though.
No.
Yeah, Curse Meteor.
Imp Claw for Kunkka. Very nice Kunkka item.
He's not taking it though.
No? Invoker's invis. Miles doesn't know this. He's going to heal up a bit. Miles needs to get his Ag Shard now. Oh, you just gone in. Out comes the Sunstrike. High damage Sunstrike. I think Miles is in a bit of trouble. He heals up a bit. He dropped the Chrono. He realizes he's got nowhere to go, so he ends up going down. They do not have enough damage to kill Rollinator. Did a fair chunk to him, but just not enough. Ollie's here. Ollie's going on to Doge. Going to try and get a kill. There's the Ink Swell though. Is it going to be enough? Ollie, time lapse away, but then he gets leashed. Leashed to Jakiro. This is actually a good chance for Radiant to win a fight. There's going to be a kill on Veteran, but never mind. Ollie, he is just an absolute monster. They cannot bring him down. Nice call. Nice call, nice call, nice call. Can he go invis? Actually, Ollie's just going to stand his ground. He's got Satanic already? What? I did not notice that. Oh my god. Ollie with the Ultra. I did not realize he went Maelstrom Satanic.
Yeah.
Did anyone notice that before that point?
I did not see that he had that.
Oh my god. I was thinking, Ollie's doing a lot of healing there, and you pointed it out, and yeah.
I just heard the noise, I was like, surely that wasn't anyone else.
Well, it turns out that was the perfect pick, because he can remove quite a lot. A lot of Invoker's debuffs are dispellable. And then, of course, you've got all the Warlock stuff you can remove. It tanks him up a bit by giving him 25 strength, and it just let him man-fight. Look, now, look, he can just remove the Fatal Bonds. Just press Satanic. Or don't, and let your Kunkka slowly die. There you go, popped it. Gone, full HP. If only it was the old Satanic with 30% status resistance, but then it does give 30 more damage than it used to, and it dispels, so... Anyway, it's not good when Weaver gets an ultra kill when he was already far ahead.
Yeah.
Now he can build damage, right? Because he's built Satanic. He's tanky now. Or tanky as he needs to be. He went for the 12 strength talent as well. I think is smart. Okay, bit of damage onto Roche. Don't reveal anyone. Roche is definitely doable. I think they're just going to take the last tier 2 tower. Just clean up.
I think they should be taking Roche right now, but...
Yeah, I want to see the Ag Shard on the Tide as quickly as possible, because it's just so good for pushing high ground.
Yeah, that shard is very good.
Yeah, it hits towers and makes towers do no damage. Ollie has his Ag Shard. Okay, that's what all of Ollie's gold's gone into. Reduce the cooldown of the Swarm, cause the Swarm to latch onto invis targets. Germinate attack attacks any nearby enemy within 1200 range that have beetles attached. Pretty good. Looks like we found GG. We're going to drop the Macropire. No need. Bedlam's going to be used though. Another kill for Rollinator. Meter's used just to defend one wave. The next creep wave is quite far away, to be fair. But Ollie's going to say, who cares, I'm going to tank it.
Oh, yeah.
Sunstrike does hit Ollie. Does a bit of damage. Oh, he's just going to time-lapse it because he's got max rank time-lapse. It's a low cooldown. All tier 2 towers have now been defeated. Do they go for Roche or do they try to push the high ground now? I think Roche is pretty good because a big counter to Chronosphere is having Aegis. And then even if you burst down Weaver, he'll just come back to life and you've got no Chrono. So yeah, I think it's a good item, a good thing objective to take. We've also got the Swarm as well, which Ollie does not want to commit for whatever reason. Now he commits it. Pupil's Gift also giving him 14 extra strength. A pretty free Roche. Sunstrike actually stole the Roche. Nice.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, Ollie snatched the Aegis, so that's a Roche kill for the Radiant. I mean, it doesn't stop them taking the Aegis, but that's pretty funny.
I mean, it's like 1k gold, so...
Yeah, and it denies the XP as well, I think.
Yeah, probably.
So good, he's also taking a tower. Alacrity plus the Forge Spirits is going to help. So he dropped Glyph on it. He's got to go back quickly because, you know, look who's on your high ground. Ollie's now going Daedalus. Decided, I want some damage now.
Yeah, 100%. Good decision.
I think he could go Butterfly. But anyway, still a good item. I'm a big fan of Daedalus. It's high damage. We're going hard on Ollie, but Ollie's absolutely fine. Tornado, EMP. But he gets stunned before he can do his Meteor. Brilliant play. Out comes the Ravage as well. Ravage into Macropie. Invoker boat on top of his face. He goes straight down. You've got a Chrono, but how much can the Chrono do when you don't have Invoker? Trying to get a kill on Tide, but can't even bring Tidehunter down. They are just so tanky. Combination of a tanky, overfed team when you don't have any damage. Invoker got literally hit by everything. He got Macropie ravaged and the boat right on top of his face. And the first set of racks going down at 25 minutes. They can go for another set if they want. Looks like Ollie's going for the win. Or he's just taking down the building in the middle. I like to take that middle building down as well, actually.
Yeah.
What are they going to do now? There's no Invoker and there's no Void. This definitely would have been the chance to just immediately throw your heads into a tier 3 tower rather than kind of run in circles for about 5 minutes. I mean, Ollie has Aegis. He's no danger whatsoever.
Running around trees though.
Why are the Dire playing so passive? They've got this.
It's just in-house, isn't it?
It is, yeah. People
Not
need
sure
to...
like that.
There we go, EMP. EMP and Tornado, I was expecting maybe the Meteor, but I think he might... I was going to say save him for the Chrono, but there's no Chrono. Second tier 3 tower down. This game was a little bit more one-sided than the first game, which was almost perfectly balanced. Juju just gets like completely disrupted. Bramble Maze, hit by the Jewel Breath. Doesn't manage to blink in. The incredibly powerful Ag Shard of the Dark Willow.
Yeah,
Creates
that's
brambles, quicker delay, quicker stun, shorter delay, and lower cooldown. We're going in on Ollie. Yules keep him alive. Fair bit of damage, but he's still fine. He is going to have time to pop his ultimate. Back to full HP. He's still got Satanic. He's still got Aegis. These plays from Veteran. Amazing Ice Paths as well. And here comes the Aghanims from Tidehunter, removing armor from everyone. Bedlam on top. Another beautiful Ice Path going into Faceless Void. Knocking him in the air, and he just goes straight down. Never mind, manages to get away with the Time Walk. But they are stuck inside their base. Lots of buybacks being used. Look at the power of the team fight from the Dire. Again, Veteran with the Macropie and the Ice Path. They've got one set of racks left to take if they so wish. Waiting for his Rapier. Yeah. Is Ollie sending for a Rapier? I think it was Daedalus, wasn't it? Axe goes in, gets the taunt, but the Yules from Veteran every single time perfectly gets it on Judy. Bedlam goes in once again, and that will be a kill. Ravage is popped. Wobber dies inside the base, so does Doige. They were inside the fountain, still didn't manage to escape. It's just a slaughter now, this game. Well, there you go. I think it goes to show what we know about drafting and how we can easily zone in on the mid-late game and forget that if you have this good an early game, well, it doesn't matter what your late game is. So there you go.
Chrono.
No, they chronoed Ollie in the base. Definitely going down now. Sorry, Ollie.
Easy in chat, tip him.
Yeah, that's true. Well, we're going in. Radiant, they're trying to defend their base. Bit difficult. Out comes the boat. Rolling to just pop the BKB. Now he's going to hit the Invoker pretty hard. One more attack on the Invoker. Invoker manages to get out with the Invis. Veteran being beat to death by somewhat. Somewhat will go down, however. Tornado being used. Quite a lot of strong creeps in the base, and it will be GG.
No, just no.
Appropriate voice lines. Comeback time. No, I'm sorry, Ross. There was no comeback here. Well, there you go. Second victory for Be Smart. Or for the Ollie crew. It was just such good play from the Dire. Every lane went fantastically well, and I find this very hard to pick an MVP because I have 3 people in mind. Almost every single player played fantastically well. I honestly can't pick between MVP, but if you had to, who would you say?
I would say Ollie, to be honest. I think it is kind of the obvious choice, but I think that's for good reason because he played his lane really well. Like, he was so strong in that lane. He had good kills. And then he transitioned. He got the Satanic, which was like a perfect item choice because it got
was.
him that ultra kill. So yeah, I'd definitely give it to Ollie.
Ollie makes sense. I was definitely thinking about Ollie, but I was considering honorable mention Miles because of just how well he farmed in that off lane and getting so many denies. He made Somewhat have a terrible start. But then I also wanted to say Veteran because almost every single team fight, it was just non-stop perfect yules on the axe every time he blinked in. Ice paths, macro pies, he did a lot of team fight damage, and it really shows. He's done more damage than everyone on the Radiant team as this Jakiro. So I thought Veteran played incredibly well. So there you go, the honourable mention Veteran Mars, but just Ollie takes it for his excellent Weaver play and for the braveness, bravery. That's the word. I got it.
Word.
Yeah. I couldn't get it for some reason. The bravery of picking Weaver into Axe and Faceless Void and going, nope, we're gonna have a good lane. It's gonna be fine. Completely, I had no trust in it at all, and it ended up winning the game. So, yeah, we can definitely